Hi, we're in Victoria, joined by thousands of concerned citizens and patriots, people of all backgrounds and all demographics, as you'll see from the flags behind me. We're going to be asking people, does Britain have a problem with two-tier policing? We're going to be asking people what they think of the police, whether they trust the police and whether the police are fit for purpose. But most concerningly of all, why do the police shy away from doing their jobs when it comes to the radical far left in Britain and their movement? Does Britain have a problem with two-tier policing?
Yes. Yes.
Can you describe why or how it has a problem with two-tier policing? Or what is two-tier policing? That'll do.
Just the way we get treated different to other people flying their foreign flags in our own country, and then when we do it, you know, we're not allowed, or getting fined or getting arrested, or
Have we got a problem with two-tier policing in Britain?
It would seem so. I mean, we've witnessed it for St George's Day. That was really disappointing. And obviously we see what happens with the counter-protests to this. You know, it's not hidden, is it?
I was at St George's Day and they got involved in the situation that we were in. And I think, personally, there is a problem with two-tier police system because look, all the marches, the Palestinian marches have been on, no one's said boo to a goose. Now, in my eyes, they only made an intervention last week, or this week, just gone, to stop the marches. Why haven't they stopped them 10 weeks ago? Yes.
Well, it was eight months ago, wasn't it?
Well, 8 months ago, so you're proving me wrong.
It should have been stopped straight away.
Don't get me wrong, there is freedom to speech in this country, and I agree with freedom of speech, because otherwise we can't have our speak.
On October the 7th, after that, there was an opportunity for everyone to denounce terrorism, right? There was an opportunity for us all, right? And then instead, on October 9th, there was a glorification and their prayer to God because of the resistance. Then they stood shoulder to shoulder with communists and far-left extremists. And then, on top of that, we had a massive pro-Hamas section within those marches. So then, of course, the brigade that do these marches say, oh, you're picking on us and this is problematic. No. You shouldn't be standing with certain types of people that have hijacked this cause, and it becomes difficult.
The thing is, terrorism can be in any society, It's actually nipping it in the bud before it happens, Now, if you let it thrive, that's the issue, And to be honest with you, we've seen all these men coming into this country on boats, They're not from war-torn countries, because if you was from war-torn country, you'd bring your wife and kids.
But France isn't a war-torn country.
No, but you'd bring your kids, wouldn't you? If you thought that your country was in trouble, you'd bring your wife and kids.
You wouldn't leave your family.
You wouldn't leave your family in a war-torn country. So, in hindsight, I see middle-aged men that are fighting-aged men coming to this country by the thousands.
Day before the London Marathon, I was getting home probably about 4 in the morning, and we noticed that these groups of 4 or 5 guys with ladders were going up on every other post and putting up the Palestinian flags, and we felt like we wanted to say something, but we thought if it got into any issues that we would be the ones by the police actually being,
So this is again another good point. I'm learning as I go. So I'm covering Whitechapel, as I have done many times in Bethnal Green. Tower Hamlets is lined with Palestinian flags. This is all greenlit by the councils. It's all pushed and facilitated and enabled, isn't it? But if you've got the St George's flag, or if you're Christian, or if you're a white, it just seems to, or if you're a patriot or conservative, it just seems to be a little bit of an agenda going on with it within our institutions to make us feel just a little bit horrible about who and what we are. Would you agree with that?
If our flags were put up like that in the middle of the night, I guarantee they'd all been taken down in the morning.
They wouldn't stand a chance.
No chance.
They'd be gone.
Yeah.
And they weren't to be doing it because they were out that time in the morning, so it's like 4 in the morning, they knew they shouldn't be putting those things up, yet there were police around, they would have been seen doing it, but obviously allow it to go on throughout the night probably.
I can also confirm, having travelled the length and breadth of the country, that in these pockets of towns, which are predominantly Muslim, there's very little CCTV. In these boroughs, that's like 90-95% Islamic, there's very little CCTV. So maybe we've just uncovered another little nugget unpacking what two-tier policing and totalitarian state means. It favours one group, one society, and we see that with the Palestinian marches, getting on our monuments.
Yeah, that's awful.
Do you think, two-tier policing may be there as well?
100%, yeah. Because if we was to do anything like that, or to destroy anything, even destroy a lamppost or something, to get arrested. But they're allowed to climb over Churchill, write on him. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
And I was saying, somebody was asking me, why do you say it's two-tier? I said, because the police commissioner don't want to lose his job because it's under the mayor. So he knows that if he do it the way he's supposed to, he will lose his job.
So we've got two-tier policing. From your own experience, the two-tier policing needs to be on one side. In order for it to be two-tier, it needs to be divided. Who are the police on the side of? Which demographic or movement or grievance are we talking about?
I think the police, normally police, they do what they're doing based on command. So it's like from top to down. They give them directives and they follow it. So it's like when it comes to Saturday matches, do it this way. But when it comes to Tony Robinson, be handed because they're coming for riot.
As you say, high command of the Metropolitan Police definitely have an agenda.
They have an agenda because the lady, the former police commissioner in London, she lost her job because they cancelled. He doesn't have confidence in her. So, and this one do not want to do. He doesn't want to lose his job, so he has to do what can say to him.
Fortunately, I've had no direct experience of the policing two-tier or otherwise, but I'm concerned about it from what I've observed in others, and for that reason I'm now reading books written by former police officers on this very problem, and they point to the policy now where the initiative of the police officers is being removed, and they're getting directives from the College of Policing and from the government directly as to how demonstrations like this should be handled. I think we're in a very fortunate position at the present moment, but it is concerning that crime is now getting out of hand in so many parts of the country and in this city, while the police are spending so much time chasing after people's Facebook pages and their
the Facebook police.
The Facebook police, yes, which is none of their business. So something is happening, which is, I think, quite alarming.